Reaching out for kids is very, very important to me because of what I went through as a child. Not knowing when I was at Hayes Porter why things were so difficult for me, and I didn't know anything about dyslexia. Dr. Shigad discovered that when I was in the 11th grade. I had so many people helping me, and I started off caddying here when I was 10 years old, and then met Jimmy Woods, who introduced me to a lot of different people. His partner was Dick James. Jimmy and Dick had a vision, Ron, through golf, we can bring everybody together. When Thomas, Mr. Thomas, who owned WCIN at the time when it was on Reading Road, came to Tony Yates and asked him about going to Jamaica. Well, he didn't want to go. So he knew I was up at Avon Field. He asked me, Ron, Tony don't want to go. I would love for you to go down there. I saw something down there. The kids need help. I went down there and I was shocked and amazed because I had never been to a third world country. So I knew I had to do something. I knew golf, that's all I knew. And Dr. Thomas paid for all the clubs that we sent to get to Jamaica. And we was able to get computers and get hooked on phonics and the computers to send to the golf course to help the kids count, help the kids read. So I started bringing kids to the United States. I was very fortunate because Major McNeil and was able to get me a job at Withrow when I got back to Cincinnati and use his auditorium on Sundays. He would open up the auditorium so I can take kids, and people don't know how much Major McNeil had an effect on my life, and they don't know what he did to get people in school because nobody's never talked about it. I want kids to get educated so they can have a chance. I want them to be able to read. I want them to be able to count. I want them to be able to do the things that I couldn't do coming up. I had to wait till I got a lot older to understand how to read a book. Really how to count, basically count, understanding. Dyslexia is nothing to be ashamed of. Like I say, when I grew up, people didn't know what it was. I know what it is. I'm not ashamed to tell people that I have it. I still struggle with it. Receiving the President's Award is an honor. It makes me tear up, I'm sorry. Let's wait a minute. So when I think my mother and father's not here to see this, I don't know what to think. Because I think about my ancestors, I think about things that people told me, about how my uncles got lynched, how my father had to be taken from Mississippi to Chicago and be hidden under a house so he wouldn't get killed. And for you to give me an award, it's about everybody who came before me who suffered. They suffered. And I tell everybody, join NAACP, please get out and vote because your ancestors didn't have a chance to vote. So yes, I accept this award, but I don't accept it for me. I accept it for everybody who's not here today. I accept it for all my board members to understand what NAACP stands for. It's about bringing everybody together, everybody for the common cause. Not about kids shooting each other. Take the guns out of their hand, put a golf club in their hand, put a pencil in their hand, put a computer in their hand. Let them understand they are somebody. They somebody.